Excuse me. What's up? What up, Clone Troop? What up, John Tronson? What up, Dr. Gonzo? What up, Chandler? What up, MVP HE? What up, Manuel? What up, Chosen Gaming? What up, Peter? What up, Jesus? What up, Sliderman? What up, Chris Hyde? What up, LBB? What up, Mr. H? Sure. What up, Califats? Alright. Chosen Gaming, you can hard farm that. How's it going, Khasino? Told me I need an invite code. You don't, Smokey. Go to discord.gg/Khasino. What up, Ken? Alright, I'm going to send out some blasts, and we'll get underway. I like the $1.99 gold orbs. Invisible chat, yeah, let me see what I can do about it. Again, it's Streamlabs, it's just outages on Streamlabs' end. All I can do is force the cache to refresh. There it is. Don't know how long it'll last, but there you go for now. I'm gonna leave that looping while I send out these blasts. Alright. Yep, we're gonna talk about it, Mr. H, but yeah, that offer is really, really good for most people. For me, it's worth 5 Ultimus orbs, which is probably worth 1 Ultimus orb. But almost done. Oh. Okay. Alright, almost done. There we go. Send. Alright. You also get a ton of gear and gold. Yep, a lot of purple gear. And you have a chance at a good amount of gold. I am on node 8. And node 8 with my team isn't going to be too bad. No, our war just ended. But alright, so we got our first look at Maw here. That's him in the background, but the best angle is probably right here. There's Maw in all his glory. That's what he's going to look like. It looks like he's going to be standing like this quite a bit. No confirmation that I've seen that Corvus Glaive will be available tomorrow. Yes, we won our war. We won all 3 of our wars this week. Alright. So, this, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ken. Between Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and Hela, who do you think I should buy in Marvel Super War? I don't know your playstyle. Captain America is the easiest. How good is the Thor plus Sif combo in the early game? Sif doesn't add that much to Thor. Sif is just decent, but she doesn't add that much to Thor. That's funny. It's a lot of their weapons. Cool. But, yeah, Sif kind of does Sif things and Thor kind of does Thor things. You ever revise who you would take to DD3? I haven't revised the graphic in the video, but I have stated my updated opinion on stream many times. A lot of good catch-up offers? Exactly. Yes, there are. There are indeed a lot of good catch-up offers. Alright, what have we here? Raid completion, 100% beta 4. Alliance invitation. No, thank you. And cool, that's enough for 2 of those. Plenty of those. I accept. Okay. Did you see 100 Legacy Orb offer? Yes, I did. That offer is fantastic. Alright. This is going to be a pretty chill, pretty brief stream, is my guess. I do have a video to make, so it's okay if I finish early. Chance of Marvel Super War? Unlikely. I have a video to make. So, what are your updated Dark Dimension 3 requirements? Why no Twitch anymore? No, I did not get banned from Twitch. I'm just bouncing around. I'm just experimenting. We definitely get bigger audiences on the YouTube streams. So, I can reach more people and help more people by streaming on YouTube. Twitch is more fun, but pros and cons to both. I let people listen to whatever music we want on Twitch. I let people request songs, but then sometimes copyrighted songs are playing during clips that I can then not make videos out of because the audio is either muted or unusable. Hey, Condog. But yeah, just experimenting. Oh, nice. That's amazing. 100 Heimdall. Yeah, I'm probably going to grab that one too. YouTube live streams are about the same profitable, minus the opportunity to do bounties, but I agree they need not only does Twitch need to do player and player, but they need to have a mobile app that isn't garbage. What up, Lewis? An idea when Doc Ock will be released. Didn't even know we were definitely getting him. Not sure where you heard that. Anyone knows when Star-Lord is coming back and whether he will be retired or not. So, only the devs know when he's coming back, but we can make an educated guess based on the timeline. Check the FAQ section of my Discord. And anything about him being retired is purely rumors that the players started up. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but nothing official has suggested there's any reason to believe it. Other than it kind of makes sense that maybe they do it at some point. But I still think Star-Lord is a worthy legendary character, whereas Iron Man just wasn't really. Hella, Blackballed, Loki, and Minerva. Should I add a 5th or start getting city geared up? I am doing one city character, and then I'm going to go back and do a final Cosmic character based on how far I get. Because I don't want to cruise through Cosmic and then be totally unfit to handle city. Have you guys faced Pansfolk or Legion of Cabal in war? Nope, we've faced their, like, Legion of Cabal and Pansfolk both have tons of alliances in their alliance family. And we've fought ones in their alliance family, and I don't think we've, and I could be wrong about this, but I don't think there's been a Pants of Hulk alliance or a Legion of Cabal alliance that we've faced that we haven't beaten. That's not to say, like, we've beaten them every time. There's plenty of alliances that, like, one time we ward them, we beat them, another time we ward them, they beat us. But, yeah, I don't think we fought one of theirs that we haven't beaten at least once. I don't remember the win-loss rates. If you want to see our entire war history, we have a channel, A-Team War History, I think is what it's called, or A-Team War Records, something like that. Did a survey on Doc Ock in October. Yeah, they were asking which version of Doc Ock players would prefer. Are going to really do payday every month? Nah, they just lied in the dev post. Yes, of course they're going to. When they say retire Star-Lord, they mean like to be a permanently available character, like a soft legendary like Iron Man. They didn't actually mean get rid of him. Thoughts on the Datamine Tier 8 for the Maw event? Probably just a mistranslation. I don't think Maw's event is going to have a Tier 8. Someone said that the Tier 1 is just the event description, but one of the ones in the middle is like missing a bunch of text that the others have. I think it's just incorrectly data mined, or it was just kind of put in a rush and it's not done. But I'm a teacher and used to improve my online lectures. Is your software specific to gaming or multi-purpose? Multi-purpose. Multi-purpose indeed. Can't wait for the next Phoenix event. Won't be able to get her, but after the event I will. Nice. Would hope they do more legendaries like that. Down the road eventually, but the thing was, Iron Man just wasn't as good as the other legendaries. So, Star-Lord is still a very, very good character. I don't know that he needs to be downgraded yet, but maybe. Any more red stars? Yeah. Probably no Super War tonight. My students, thank you, no problem. If you need help, let me know. But yeah, probably no Super War tonight, just because if I can finish early, which I probably will, this will probably be a quicker stream, we'll see. But if I can finish early, then I have a video I have to make. The video I'm going to make tonight is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends thing, and then then I have to make a video to put it in. And I'm not 100% sure on what video I'm going to do to put it in. I'm not out of ideas or anything like that. Quite the contrary, I have way too many things that I could do. But I might bump all of the things that I've been wanting to do for a bit and actually make a video about the change that I want to see to the Red Star rework before it gets implemented, before it's too late. I might have to make that video and speak out and be like, we gotta do something about this before it's too late. You're leaking MSF, huh? Have you opened your Elite 4 yesterday? Yes, we opened an Elite 5 yesterday. Got a 5 Red Star Cyclops. Only have a few days, I know. You're leaving MSF? Oh, when did you decide that? Have you used your symbiotes versus Hydra much? Thinking about putting T4s in Carnage and Symbiote Spider-Man. I used my symbiotes for a punch down on Hydra that went decently well, but it's not super reliable. Yeah, 5 Red Star Cyclops, hell yeah. What up, the Reaper? The Red Star change you want implemented really only affects endgame whales. That is the opposite of true. In fact, it is barely going to affect me. Who it actually affects are free-to-play players who are trying to get new characters properly powered up to keep up with the meta. It's newer and free-to-play characters who don't have the resources to open a lot. Like, I'll open 50 Red Star orbs and I'll statistically get almost every new character to 3 or 4 Red Star without much trouble. It's free-to-play players who don't have a lot of Red Star orbs to open, who will only be able to progress their new characters if they get lucky. And they will have no avenues outside of get lucky. So, that's some bullshit, and don't go around saying that, because you're screwing newer and free-to-play players. And I don't want to be part of the group that gets one over on them. And this is why the whales are so quick to bash me. Because all the whales are like, what? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do you have a list of war defense counters? And if so, where I can find it? In my head. The best thing to do is to ask here, because there's so many conditions. Like, certain teams counter certain teams depending on who's strong or who's weak, what room is it in, etc. It's just not that simple. 6 Red Star Sabertooth. Good choice or no? Good choice for what? You said you just got him. Did you buy his upgrade or did you just pull it? If you just pulled it, then that's good luck. Changes to Red Stars benefit everyone? My proposed change or the overall total changes? I agreed with your pussy on Reddit about the slight change that should be made. Yeah, huh. The People's Whale in full effect. I try, man. No problem. Thanks for coming through. I wanted to answer someone. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think I gotta scroll up. What did they ask? I used Kree Ultima's team on Hydra, and that worked well. What counts as endgame? I would say if you are a free-to-play player who's been playing from day one, you're right now around 4.5 to 4.8 million TCP. So I'd say anything over 4 mil TCP is probably endgame. You still analyze rosters? Yes. Alright. What's this? Alliance invitation. Why does... This is the 4th time this person has invited me. I don't know why they keep doing it. I can finish that DD3. Day 1 free to play is higher than that, than 4.8 mil? It's possible. I think that's what it was last time I checked. It could be higher now. You know a day 1 free to play player who's higher than 4.8 mil TCP? I don't want to hit Mobile Gamer. I'll hit this guy. The procedure to getting a roster review, sign up via the Patreon, patreon.com/Khasino. Whoever needs a link to the Discord server, discord.gg/Khasino. Free to play and 5.94 mil? That's way higher than anything I've heard from anyone. I am skeptical of that. 6 mil free to play? Are you soft launch? It might make sense, soft launch. That's way higher than anything I've ever heard. Like, I'm 20 grand in, I'm only like 7 mil. I'm finding it hard to believe that a free-to-play is like 6 mil. 4.9 makes sense. Day 1 free to play 4.9. Yeah, that makes more sense. Even blitzing like crazy, that's way higher than anything I've ever heard. Even so, man, I find that very hard to believe. Almost 6 mil and not even soft launch, free to play. Again, I talk to people who have, I know for a fact, have been crazy late game alliance, day 1, super hardworking, haven't missed a day. And they're like, the ones really pushing it are around 5 mil. But yeah, I say BS. $13K in, 6.3 mil. If you bought any offer, you're not free to play. The free to play players I'm talking about are purely free to play. They have not spent anything. They didn't buy the 1,000 cores for 99 cents or anything. Support answered me and said, check your Google Play purchase history. So I'll just ask my better contact. Yeah, let me hop in broadcasting. Even with crazy red stars, that shouldn't put you that high. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm calling BS. Have you used this team before? Ghost Rider, Pyro, Hela, Magneto, Scarlet Witch. Probably not that specific team because it breaks up a bunch of other good teams. The 1,000 cores for 99 cents? That was a while back. I forget when, but they just put that out for everyone. Alright, we did the challenges. What have we here? Oh, I will be going over the offers. There's some good offers. Some real good offers. Alright, I gotta get more of those. Definitely grabbing these and these. And I'll grab those just because I'm low. Good on those. Decent on those. Oh my god. Where's all my skill gear? I do have the war currency. Alright, we'll do a refresher too. Alright, do I want to grab Sif or do I want to, at this point, go back to gear?
Surely you're good on Sif by now.
Well, 224 out of 300. If I can get 85, like for her Blitz, I'll be good.
It's 21 just from the milestones.
I know, and then 85 for top 2K. Oh, they're not doing top 2K though. What was the payout structure for Assigned to Supreme?
It was just 100 and then top 2% after that.
Right, but I mean the payouts. Like, how many shards?
Oh, I don't remember.
She is in the campaign event orbs.
You'll only need 55, right? After the 21.
I won't need much, so I guess I can forego buying Sif. gonna need bio.
Worst case scenario, you can buy her a couple of times before the event.
Yeah, I'll be fine by the event. Cool. Got some stuff I actually needed out of those. $55 for 2 to 3%. Oh wow. Okay, so I can just get 2 to 3%. I can take the Sif Blitz. Chill. When our Inhuman Blitz is coming, we only know of a Sif Blitz coming. We don't know of multiple Inhuman Blitzes that I'm aware of. The next Blitz is Sif followed by Ghost Rider.
Not that Sif is an Inhuman.
Right. My bad. I love that the gold drop is the one that I have 51,000 of. It's like, but you got a gold drop. Yep. Lucky me. It's my lucky day. What do you think about the purple gear calendar? Excellent catch-up mechanic and very worth. There's some really good catch-up mechanics that are really worth, or really good catch-up offers that are really worth, rather. If you're a dolphin, these are the offers to jump on. These will catch you up. We'll talk about them. Let's break them down. This is a whale offer. This is the only offer. Well, no, that's not true. But this offer is the one that tempts me. I don't have any spare money to spend on offers like this, so I'm not going to grab it. Especially because we took both the dogs to the vet earlier just to get Sky his vaccinations and get Abby checked up on. But this is if anyone wants to see if they can sponsor getting another character gear tier 14 ready for DD3, you're welcome to. This offer is excellent for 95% of players probably. It's 100 legacy orbs, which is amazing. It's just really, really good. 100 legacy orbs, fantastic. If you're wondering who's in a legacy orb, it is all older characters, hence legacy. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Legacy orb. So, it comes with a good amount of gold. Anytime you get the gold drop on the side, you get 30,000 gold, 15% chance. Otherwise, you get 5 of any purple item. So you get a good amount of purple gear. You can get a bunch of T2s, and then the shard drops. The average number of shards you get from each orb is 5.85. So on average, you should expect 585 shards, randomly distributed across all of these characters. Now the sad thing is, if I were to buy this, and I'm happy to buy it just to do a large opening to show you guys, but if I bought this, statistically, I would average 5 Ultimus orbs. Because I definitely have all those characters at 7-star. So for me, it's 5 Ultimus orbs, and then those all probably like collapse back down into like 1 Ultimus orb. The purple gear would not be bad, and the gold would not be bad. But for me in particular, that offer is not as valuable, but for most people, it's great. I do listen to metal. Mamba plays. This offer, very interesting. I'm almost certainly going to get this one. A Mega Orb, a Gold Orb, a Red Star Orb, or a Premium Orb. The fact that they put a 1 in 4 chance to get a Mega Orb in here is a surprising move by them. Even if I got a Mega Orb, like if I could get $2 Mega Orbs, it's not the greatest deal, but these guys used to sell Mega Orbs for $35. So it's pretty interesting. This offer is not bad at all. The average gold from a new Gold Orb is like 225k gold. So, Mamba, I cannot play copyrighted music on a YouTube stream. But, someone got 50 else out of that? Yeah. But alright, so, yeah, this offer is good. I'll probably grab this twice, just because it's a good amount of gold. This offer is excellent. That's so many of the gear credits. It's just so much purple gear. This is fantastic. I love this offer. Probably the best one. This one's alright for newer players. Go ahead.
I did get a Mega Orb out of that offer.
I'm hearing a lot of people did.
And I got 50 hella out of it. Oh my god.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
That's amazing.
I needed that to actually get Blackballed.
Wow, so for $2 you got Blackballed.
Yes.
Happy days.
I just 3-starred her node today.
I'll grab it and see what we get. It's $1.99. Let's roll the dice. You made 1.2 million gold off those gold offers? That seems like a lot.
You probably got a high drop. I don't remember what I got. It was a decent chunk.
I got literally the only one I didn't want.
Oh, rip.
Rip, rip, rip. Yeah, I'll grab these. Like this one's fantastic. I'll use a lot of this purple gear on my Hydra. Thanks. Immediately get 5 of those. And then, yeah, we'll grab the gold because it's good value for the gold.
Yeah, the gold's nice.
They're leaning into the microtransactions. Good for them. This is the way to do it.
Yeah, I definitely like them better. Even if my wallet
Sucks
doesn't.
for me though. As a free-to-play player, though, it sucks because it just means pay-to-win players are getting further ahead.
Yep. Any clue what your 4 to 10% zip predictions will be? You'll see them when we post them. Just bought and got a mega. Nice. Hey, Darkest Dawn, thank you for the $10. Oh, did they ask me to?
Yep, that was for the legacy.
All right.
Show these peeps what a legacy offer gets you.
All right, I will. Again, for me, it doesn't give me much, but for most people, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I got almost 700k gold and like 900 T2 ability materials, shitload of shards and gear. Pretty good.
Oh, that purple gear worked out pretty nicely.
You got a lot of skill.
I intentionally bought all skill.
Oh, you were pulling skill.
Yeah.
Duh. I'm pulling the catalyst right now.
Alright, we got 6 gold orbs.
How are you so low on Blitz credits?
This is a Blitz off. I don't need this. Alright.
I've always got like 20,000 though, even if I take a Blitz off.
I don't know what
He's
to tell you.
buying Strife and
the war currency for both every time it's available.
Yeah, me too.
and refreshing it too.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit.
you refresh? Oh, okay.
Just a few times, but I never had a 20k stock.
Few too many times.
I'm a guppy. I don't buy any offer more than $10. I'm loving all these cheap offers. There you go. I got 1.2 mil from Legacy. Lots and lots of purple gear and shards. Let's see it. Let's see what we get. All right, here we go. We'll open these 10 at a time. All right, you guys ready? First and foremost. Okay, good amount of purple gear. No gold.
Yeah, I got 1 gold drop out of mine. It was a Gamora.
There's 120k gold. All right, now I'm seeing how you could get multiple millions. Yeah, some purple gear. All right, this is such a good catch-up. I'm surprised by the amount of golds. Okay. So was that a 60k drop? Yeah. I thought you could only get a 30k drop of gold.
You got 230Ks?
No, that just said 60k, straight up. So you can get 60k drops. Alright, getting a pretty good distribution of purple gear here. But yeah, this is a lot of gold. If you're getting over 1 million gold from this, then this offer's incredible. I'm getting a lot more gold than I thought, so this offers like a dream. Yeah, I'm gonna say, if you're a newer player, this offer is way worth $10, man.
Do you think it's worth it for even if you've got all the characters at 7-star just for the gold?
$10 for roughly 1,000,000 gold and a bunch of purple gear and 5 Ultimus orbs. It's your call. It's not as necessary, but $10 for 1,000,000 gold isn't bad. Or 1,000,000 and change.
Just see where it is 60k now. And that was a blue drop too, you can get even more.
Apparently. Alright, so the total haul. 25 of those, 15 of those, 30 of those, only 5 of those, 30, 20. 1.38 mil.
That's nice.
Yep. 10, 15, 10, 15, 25, 10, 10, 10, 10.
I only got 7k out of them.
Only 5 ABCs, but it's alright. Yeah, it's not too shabby. I'm curious if we did above or below the average. I'll have to see right here. 10.2k. Let's do that math. 10,200 divided by 18. 567 shards. So I did slightly below average with 567 total shards. But still, 5 Ultimus orbs. What offer was this? The $9.99 for literally 100 legacy orbs, which is just so good. Alright, let's open the 5 Ultimus orbs and see. If I get even 15 shards out of this that I wanted, I'm not that upset. Didn't need Venom. Didn't need Falcon. Didn't need Kingpin. The $5 purple gear calendar is awesome. Didn't need Cap. And finally, didn't need Rescue. And I think that gets me 1 Ultimus orb. Yep. Okay, and finally, didn't need Nebula. Alright.
Nobody needs Nebula.
Nobody needs Nebula indeed.
I might still need Nebula, actually.
Alright, let's open these 6 gold orbs. Imagine now I get like a 3 mil drop or something. Nope. 1.19 from 6. Yuck. Is it safe to spend Red Star orbs now? So here's the thing, it's not dangerous to spend them. It's if you'll get a lot of dupes from opening your Red Star orbs, you'll get more Elite 4 credits after the rework, which hits on the 15th. But yeah, if you are a newer player, that Legacy orb offer is fantastic. The purple gear calendar is fantastic. Today they just have so many catch-up mechanic offers, which I don't like that. Like, I do like that there are catch-up offers. That is something that needs to happen, but there also need to be catch-up events. It's not like the free-to-play people shouldn't get anything to catch up, which it's not to say that they've gotten nothing. They've gotten some good stuff towards catching up as it is, but could do a little better. These offers are so good compared to being free to play right now. You're not getting anything close to as awesome. Alright, a single Red Star orb. Show me a 7. Or a 1. Okay. But yeah, the reason you shouldn't open them now is I would have gotten 250 Elite 4 credits for that instead of the 100 I just got. Yo-Yo potentially being Premium Orb exclusive? It makes sense. They've put characters like Minerva in Premium Orbs because they're really good. They keep them rare. They did the same thing with Black Widow, and I mean, Yo-Yo fits the bill. Yo-Yo checks all the boxes that they look for making a character Premium Orb exclusive. That's just something they're going to do with some new characters. And it's not the end of the world because Crystal and Karnak can still become farmable, which means people can still get Ebony Maw. Because you get to use Blackbolt and Foreign Humans, you have Quake, Miss Marvel, and then you can use Karnak and Crystal. So, the fact that you don't need Yo-Yo is good. But Yo-Yo is worth having, but Premium Orb exclusive keeps Yo-Yo rare.
Yep, and I just got mine at Gear 13 too.
She's great, man.
I know, but she's only 2-star.
You'll get there. Reason why you don't listen to Khasino and save your orbs? But you can't do both, because Khasino is saying save your orbs. You can't not listen to Khasino and then do what Khasino advised. Fuck you talk about, busy. Show me lots of Proxima, please. My god. Every Proxima orb I've opened, I've gotten 0 Proxima middle drops. She needs 14 freaking shards to get to 5-star. Is Yo-Yo still effective at 2 stars? No, not really.
Oh, she's definitely not.
She needs focus to apply her offense downs. If she has too few stars, she can't. Kind of new player, level 49. Well, then you're not kind of new, you're new. I'm leveling my defenders till when should I focus then and what to go after. I would say continue working on your defenders until you are done with your hero and villain and Nexus campaigns, or mostly done with your Nexus campaign. And once you are in a position where you can comfortably start the Cosmic campaign, start working on your Guardians of the Galaxy to do your Cosmic campaign. You want to get all the campaigns cleared as quickly and efficiently as possible. Hey, let's do this. 300 damage. There you go, buddy.
2,000 health.
Yep. And this will give him another 2,700 health. I just need molecular scans. So, I actually could get that from that $19.99 offer. At what point do you use your play points? The 600. The 600 is easily the best value. When will they take of some of the older characteries of the premium orbs? More characteries means less chance to get the character you want. The character you want. New players want all the characters. And they also put characters in other places. And for premium orb exclusive characters, they boost their odds. They are saying that Defenders or Iron Fist is working on DD3. I mean, they're probably doing okay. The city section is designed for existing city characters to make some progress. I would like Origin-specific premium orbs one day. Yeah, maybe. What characters are good for nice. DD3? Ultimate 7 characters. So, Minerva, Scientist Supreme, Ultron, Hela, Blackballed, Yo-Yo, Mr. Sinister, Phoenix, Colossus. Lots of characters, really. Any special info you have of where Karnak and Crystal will be farmable? Nope. I have no idea. That strikes me as the kind of thing that they don't even know yet. They probably have some ideas, but I don't know if they even know. Maybe they do, I have no idea. Another Ultimus Orb, another character I don't need. You should hoard Red Star Orbs till the rework drops. It will not be like with the Greek Raid Orbs. They are not going to take your Red Star Orbs away. I think most people should hoard them. How far are you from Symbiote Spider-Man at tier 14? Close and also not that close. I am 9 mini uniques away from giving him this item, which that could be 2 days, that could be 2 weeks, could be a little longer. And then I am 136 superior health catalysts away from the final item. So those two things, 9 mini uniques and 136 health cats. The health cats aren't too bad because they're farmable. Is the 22nd when we should get another farmable character? I'm not sure. How many characters do you need from Ultimus Orb? Like 7 or 8, I think.
How well have they been keeping up with their target of 2 new characters a month?
I think they overshot it.
Nice.
Can the new player unlock Symbiote Spider-Man in one run? Depends on how new. I mean, if you're willing to spend, yes, easily. Can you talk a little bit about the Spider-Man Symbiote event? What would you like me to tell you about it? It's a milestone event.
When you spend gold or campaign energy or fight battles, you get shards of him. That's as best as I can do.
Hobbyists, check the FAQ section of my Discord. We have a question that answers that. But yeah, basically a spend gold, spend energy, and do stuff. Think they should take a break from releasing new characters? No, the more the merrier. Would you recommend a tier 14 Ultron? I know people who've done it and say they are glad they did it. I haven't done it. I'm not missing out. I don't regularly find myself going, I wish my Ultron were gear tier 14. He's certainly not the worst character, but with every new character that comes out, his lack of red stars hurts him a little bit more.
How things change.
I mean, as is the nature of the game. Will the Sif Blitz come before Blackballed? Sif Blitz is next. So, yes.
After the orb fragments.
Would you gear tier 14 Thanos? No, but like I wouldn't. You can. It's a little early to say. We need a few more details on Ebony Maw. But yeah, I could have. I could have taken him to gear tier 14 for DD3. I went with Thor instead. How long will the Symbiote Spider-Man event run? What did they say? 2 weeks? I forget. You'll see it as soon as it starts. They'll say how long it lasts, and then it's after it ends, it's gonna come back around a third time.
It was like 3 weeks for the first run, wasn't it?
I don't remember. You can check. We have an event calendar. You can check it on in the Discord. Think Ultron will ever get red stars? Ultron already gets red stars in PvE. But
Wait, what?
in PvE, you can face an Ultron with red stars, like at the end of Dark Dimension 2.
Oh.
But as for will ours, probably one day when he's been power corrupt to hell.
Clone Ultron.
Yeah, you can clone an Ultron and get a red star Ultron. That's true. Which Storm was in that Legacy Orb? When will Nick Fury's event be out again? Check the FAQ section of my Discord for any questions about when a legendary event is going to happen. Check the FAQ section of my Discord. Someone in my alliance pulled a 7 red star Hulk. I told him to build him up and put him in arena defense. I don't know if he's going to be best for their arena defense, but I would absolutely build up a 7 red star Hulk, no question. How much gold do I need to get Blackballed to level 75 once I unlock him? If you're just going 0 to 75, what do we determine? It's 5.6 mil?
Yeah.
Why your Drax and Mantis are only gear tier 11? Because I only have so many resources for so many people, and my Drax and Mantis don't need to be much stronger. They're 6 red star, they're doing their job, and I don't use them that much. Symbiote Spider-Man is amazing. No, it's not like either. It's like, have you ever seen a milestone release? It's like Captain Marvel's milestones. It's like Agent Coulson's milestones. Does your Discord have infographics on Ultimate 7 teams? Yes, not ones I've made, but yes. When is this lockdown going to be over? I'll ask my crystal ball.
You have the top 5 teams tier list.
Yeah, what about it? Oh, yeah, that's true. I'll be making a new one, though, within a week or so. Aren't you also getting extra in Red Star Orb side columns if you wait? You have failed to mention it several times. Am I mistaken? You are very mistaken. I have mentioned it every single time someone's brought it up, and I mentioned it once before that when no one brought it up. I specifically said I will be getting 250 Elite 4 credits from that one Red Star that I just got, instead of 100. And it's because they're changing the 1 to give 200 instead of 100, and then they're making the minimum on the sides be 50, hence 250 instead of 100. Do you think they'll add either Cyclops or Symbiote Spider-Man to milestone orbs? Symbiote Spider-Man will probably eventually go to milestone orbs. Cyclops was a different type of milestone. Cyclops was a Blitz milestone, like Ghost Rider was. So, they might, but probably not. Do I think Symbiote Spider-Man will go to the milestone orbs after the third time? Sometime after the third time, I would guess, yes. The day it ends the third time? Probably not, but maybe. The gold part of the Sim Spidey milestone starts doesn't cap daily. There is a daily cap. There is a point where you can waste your gold for that day. That's 300, not 250. It's 50 total on the sides, not 50 on each side. Leave the math to me, please. Or ask Busy. He's real good at math. Just don't ask him to actually use any numbers. When do you think they'll add Armless Tiger Man Legendary event? Not soon enough. People put too much stock in red stars just because if you have a 7 red star doesn't make them arena worthy. I have a 7 red star Ronin. I would never put him on arena defense. Ironically, there are definitely some times I would recommend a 7 red star Ronin on arena defense. His resistance is incredible. He cleanses, which is really good for arena defense, and he has a multi-target ability block. So, if you're a late game enough player, you may not want 7 red star Ronin on your arena defense, but a 7 red star Ronin is not a character that I could easily just say, definitely don't put him on your arena defense. Might be worth it. I'm just trolling you? Okay. Hilarious. Will we ever get a Furry Penguin Legendary event? Yes. What do you think about Tawna's hit list? I didn't see it. I saw the video, but I think the premise for the video is flawed. Like, and I don't know, he might say this in the video, so I'm not saying like I definitely I didn't watch it, so I don't want to comment on something I haven't watched. But on the cover, it showed the defenders with a bullseye on Iron Fist, and the reason I haven't made a simple video like that is because who you're targeting is different based on who you're using. So, for example, if I'm using, I don't know, Kree into the defenders, I want to take out Punisher ASAP. If I'm using Brotherhood into the defenders, I want to take out JJ ASAP. So, there are characters like, I'd say Iron Fist is the most common one you want to eliminate in most matchups with the defenders, but it's not as simple as always focus this target out. It's depending on who you're using and what you have the tools to address. If you have a lot of heal block, then you're not worried about Iron Fist healing, as long as you can kill JJ before she removes the heal blocks. When is Juggerdoc being released? Not soon enough. What's your world rank? For what?
Presumably
Is there a successful Ultimate 17 possible without Ultron? Yes, in fact, many players, and I haven't tested this personally, but like Chewburger actually recommends running Hela over Ultron on the top teams, just because Ultron's minions take so much time with their buffs, and while Hela is slightly less effective than Ultron, it makes you go faster, and you're more worried about timing out. So a lot of people are using Ultimate 17 without Ultron. Mm-hmm. That situational approach to the published hit list was pretty damn profound. It depends on how simple people want it. On the one hand, I could make an easy infographic that people don't have to think too much about. Like, I could just make a who to kill first on each team, and I could just pick the person that you'd probably need to kill first in most matchups. The problem is, while it'll help in most matchups, and therefore be more helpful than you not having any clue what to do, in some matchups it will literally lead you toward a loss instead. So, sounds good, James P. What do I T4 for Captain Marvel? Definitely her ult and her passive. And then you mention the side columns. When you mention the amount, it presumes the person knows the specifics about the side columns and suffers in clarity. So I have clarified it several times. I stopped mentioning it because it's silly to mention every single time I talk about it. If they have questions about it, they can ask. I have a 7-star Hydra Sniper, so I don't need to blitz beyond the milestones for Hydra Sniper, except for my daily objective.
What would be the next quality of life rework you'd be hoping for?
Saved squads by game mode. Can you explain the Ultimate 7 Hela team a bit more? Who aside from Ultron is one using that team? The standard hyper meta. I mean, again, there's multiple variations where you can use Hela in place of Ultron, but generally, you're looking at what's the phrase I'm looking for? If you want to look at the top 5 Ultimate 7 characters, but then swap Ultron, I would recommend Yo-Yo, Blackballed, Scientist Supreme, Minerva, and then Hela.
Something I'd really like for quality of life would be when you're selecting characters for Blitz, some kind of icon that shows whether a character's in the same squad or not. Just for the first few matches, just so you can quickly see who's.
But do you have 5 red star for Hydra Sniper? It doesn't matter. This isn't a red star Blitz, goofball.
Nice, classy.
Counter guide would be dope. I'm already planning on making a video series about countering. How do you know when you're done building defenders and can really start building other stuff? When you can't equip any more gear or stars or red stars or ability materials, then you're done with them.
Or levels.
Yeah, or levels. But what you're actually asking is when should I switch over? And it's the same thing that I just answered someone else about, which is you want to clear most of the Nexus campaign and be done with your hero campaign except for the chapter 7, I think is the last one, besides that. And then you want to start clearing Cosmic campaign right away. So once you're good there, start working on Guardians for a Cosmic campaign. Do you think Foxness will do a Sif offer before Blackballed event? Yes. Do you think Ant-Man and Wasp event will be back anytime soon? Nope.
I pulled the trigger today on something that I've been debating for a while.
And how's
I
your new
broke up
sex
my
toy?
defenders.
Ah.
Finally broke up my defenders.
What's the motivation for that?
I don't have CM on my brawlers anymore, and I thought Spider-Man and Punisher would shore them up a bit. And I've got JJ on my Wakandans, so giving it just makes them a bit more reliable. Plus, I don't really use defenders for anything at the moment. They were good for fighting aim in war, but most people have aim on offense nowadays.
You think Black Order will be a decent raid team if Maw's kit is true? No. How early should we expect Yo, Karnak, and Crystal to be farmable before Ebony? This is unconfirmed, but a data mine suggests we're gonna get Yo-Yo as a premium orb exclusive character. But the other two, I'm expecting about a month out. It's pretty standard for them. The Hella shards will be available for purchase before the event. Before or during.
Hey, Khasino.
Hey, hey. Can Mr. Sinister clone anyone on the opposing team even if I'm being taunted? No, he has to clone a taunting target if someone's taunting.
How you guys doing?
Are you Khasino? I am.
What's up, Joss?
Hey there, lover.
Oh, this is, oh no! Uh-oh. She resisted. Oh my god. Get out of here.
When you can't get your TV to turn on.
Any rumors on
What game
characters
were you
to be
streaming
released
today?
the second half of this year? Tune into the weekly news update.
I already streamed today. I streamed Strike Force. You're ahead of me, I think, right? What time is it for you right now?
Me? Oh, it's like 3:40 a.m.
So I do it at 4 on Saturdays, your time. No, 4 my time, so that would be 9 your time, 9 p.m.
Oh, that's way earlier. Alright. I thought you only streamed Strike Force on Fridays.
Fridays and Saturdays
Oh,
for the Blitz.
Will BB has a 15% drop rate for a second event? No, probably not. What they usually do for the second and beyond events is they do like 3 different people have 5%. Doc Maverick, thank you for the $10.
Let's
How's
get the
your day
donation
going,
train
Khasino?
rolling. Hey, busy, shut the fuck up.
sorry. Do you ask me something?
Oh shit! Sorry about that. I was asking Khasino how his day's going.
So far so good. Got my dogs to a vet earlier. Just puppy got vaccinations and Abby got checked out. She's fine, so that's good.
I remember when my pup got his vaccinations, he was just like, he never wanted to go to the vet ever again.
How expensive are vets in the US?
Mine wasn't actually that bad. I think we got all his shots and him fixed for $75.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
We can do that at a humane society, but all the humane societies are closed right now, so we had to go with a considerably less affordable one, which all the shots and everything are going to be about $250. You think it would be beneficial to use those 300 Red Star tokens for Phoenix since she won't be available after the rework in the store? She will be available after the rework in the store. So, two things here. One, any characters that currently show in the store will continue appearing in the Elite Store. They are not making any of the currently unfarmable characters stop showing up in the Elite Store. That's thing number one. Number two, legendary characters. They are the current plan, which may change, but the current plan is to consider them farmable after the second instance of their legendary event. So, for example, assuming, well, this change is supposed to go in before Ebony Maw's first event, so Ebony Maw won't show up in the Elite Store until his second event. So we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully they take my suggestion and we don't have to deal with that. So I'm trying to save the free-to-play players from getting screwed on this.
And we appreciate it.
Deeply.
I'm trying.
We Dolphins appreciate it too.
See, I don't even know what to call myself, because how much do you have to spend before you consider yourself a whale?
Everyone asks. We should just let people vote on an official definition, but I'll tell you this. Some people are in denial. One of my favorite posts was someone who wrote, like, oh, I'm no whale by any means. I only spend about $400 to $500 a month.
Oh, God.
God damn, that's a whale if I've ever heard one.
No,
I spend
that's a
maybe
sperm whale.
$100 a quarter.
That's a sperm.
I spend $400 to $500 a month on my rent.
Well, that's cheap. I spent $1,200 on my rent.
This person was not joking, by the way, at all. They responded to something, and someone was like, maybe if you're a whale. And like, I'm not a whale. I only spend this much. It's like, are you kidding me?
I spend $100 every time we do a whale wars. That's it. I don't spend if otherwise.
That doesn't count. Whale wars are exempt. If that's all you spend, you're free to play. No, I'm just kidding. But
well, I mean, I plan to be free to play at least until they release Silver Surfer, and then I'm going to be broke.
Yeah, people are in denial. Yeah, people are like, I'm free to play. Like, didn't you get this offer? Oh yeah, but I just got like that one and like one other. Okay. You have people who don't track how much they spend, so they're like, I spend like $10 a week, and then when they get there, like when you actually be like contact support and ask them how much you spend, like fucking $60 a week. What? I don't do that. That can't be right, man. That's crazy. So there's those people. There's people who obviously there's people who lie. Like someone earlier was like, 6 mil TCP, free to play. Like, we're all really impressed at your ability to be full of shit. So there's those people.
I just broke 5 million actually today.
There are people who are like, yeah, I'm free to play. And you're like, oh, really? How'd you get this character? Because they haven't become farmable since, and you have them at way too many stars. You had to get some of their offers. And they're like, yeah, I haven't spent in like 3 months. I've stopped spending. I'm free to play.
That doesn't. That's like trying to backtrack over it. It's like, no, that does not make you.
They're like, oh, I used to be a whale, but that was like months ago. That was old me. Now, free to play.
That was old me.
I've been free to play for like 10 minutes now. I'm really getting into this free to play thing. I take being free to play very seriously, and that is why I fight for free to play causes. That right there.
Free to play fiending. Khasino's fiending right now. Gotta spend.
Yeah, let me grab an offer real quick. I'm just kidding. But I'm in a gray area. I don't spend my money. I use Google rewards. So I had someone ask me this, and I'm curious what you guys think. Someone asked, like, someone won a giveaway, and I gave them their payout of a Google Play code, and they're like, if I use this, am I still free to play? Yeah, exactly. I'm a born again free to play. So my answer to that is it depends on the context. If someone is like, you only have that roster because you whale out. Like if it's a matter of like you didn't earn what you have, I would say from a self-control perspective, you're free to play. However, if someone's like objectively looking at it and they're like your roster has things that mine doesn't, and I've been doing everything I possibly can as a free-to-play. It's like, well, you're not technically a free-to-play in the EveBot offers, but then you end up in that area of like, well, every month my grandma gives me a $100 Google Play code whenever I visit her on bingo nights, but I've never spent anything on the game. It's like, but you have, though.
See, that's something that I actually was encountering. There was another streamer I was talking to, and he said, I've never spent any money. People have donated it, and I've spent their money, but I haven't spent a dime of my own money, only what they've donated. And I was like, well, I'd still consider you free to play because you haven't spent any of your own money. They just gave you this and said you were only allowed to spend it on this offer in the game.
Your grandma's a whale. God damn it, grandma.
Well, then, to a certain percentage, Khasino would be free to play, right?
I'd say he's what is it?
I'll give you my actual numbers.
People's whale, you know. I mean, that's the thing. The people are whaling for him.
I'll give you my actual numbers. I know before I was getting donations that I could even consider putting towards the game, I actually spent about, on average, $60 a month. For the first 6 months that I played this game, I spent about $60 a month.
This is going to sound really rude, but that's it?
That's not rude. But yeah, no, I mean, I spent responsibly. I spent within my means, and I didn't need to whale out for things. I also didn't have what I feel like I have now, which is like a responsibility to demonstrate the new characters. But if your roster benefits from money, then you are not free to play. Right, but if you've never spent anything and then I give you a $10 code and that's it, then that's it. You're not free to play. Again, technically, you're not free to play.
I'd say technically, yeah, you're still not. You're still free to play or player.
I'm never entering one of your giveaways again. I don't want to stop being free to play.
I've tried to say I was free to play, and like everyone from like Khasino's thing is like, dude, you do Whale Wars like every other month. Shut up, you're not free to play anymore. I'm like, look,
free to play.
I only do those though, at least until they give me Silver Surfer, and then I'll consider myself a whale because I'm gonna go absolutely as broke as possible trying to get him to 7.
Joss, I'd have to say though, they got a fine line to walk with Silver Surfer. They better get his model right.
I'm not.
They make him look like crap.
I'm not actually worried about his model. I'm more worried about what he's going to be, because if he's support, I'm gonna be pissed.
I doubt he'll be support, but well,
I don't want him to be support.
Well,
Silver Surfer, best support ever.
Actually, he could. He has healing powers.
I could see him support, especially if he's going to be the raid plugin for the.
See, no, he's absolutely going to be the raid plugin for the Fantastic Four. I know that Khasino says no, but like he absolutely is.
Yes, Star Tech boosts you everywhere.
The problem is that he should be a hybrid of a brawler and a blaster. He can't be, so they can't do him right, because he augments his own physical strength and speed to be as strong as he needs to be in lore and in canon, and that's what it should be still in the game.
Maybe
he should be self-buffing.
Support.
Yeah, he should be kind of like how the aim is. How aim on Sarasi gives himself attack up, and aim assaulter gives himself speed up. He should do both of those on his turn.
You're ignoring the method by which he heals. So like it's possible that he could do something like, however much damage he deals with each attack, he heals all of the Fantastic Four for that amount, or something like that. Like they could make him
like a drain, but for the whole team.
Yeah, or give everyone extra barrier or something, or
I mean, healing doesn't necessarily mean support, because Iron Fist is a brawler.
Yeah, true. I mean, if they do him like that, if they do him like Iron Fist, I'd be very happy. But because he should be a brawler or a blaster.
Any money spent to enhance your roster is
technically
not
lore
free
is a
to play.
speedster character.
Like I said, he could be a blaster or a brawler, and his board could be support. He's got his own built-in gurney to wheel people out.
So, most all supports have a healing component. It's not if you heal, you must be support. But if you look at supports, Sorceress, Stitcher, Oracle, Merc Lieutenant has heal on passive, Night Nurse, Groot, Aim Researcher, Hydra Scientist. Yondu is the weirdest one in that his Stitchers, when he summons them.
Support?
Yondu is support because of Stitcher, I believe. Rescue, I think she has does she have an itty bitty heal, or is she an all barrier?
She gives
All
regen.
barrier.
All barrier.
Oh yeah, she does get regen.
Yeah.
Never mind.
She gives regen.
Okay, alright. Yeah, and that's
why.
basically Kree Oracle's thing.
Yep.
Sign Supreme, Doctor Strange, Nick Fury heals his own people, and his operatives heal others. Operative, Medic, Minerva, Sinister, Shuri. So, every support heals. Now, there are just some that are just inconsistent. Like, Symbiote Spider-Man, I understand why they made him a brawler, but this dude has negative effects on every fucking ability. He's a controller. He is a controller in denial. Making him a brawler, I'm fine with. He is.
Can I get that on a shirt?
He's a controller in the closet. Now, I'm fine with that because he's awesome on the hero brawler team. But
Closeted controller.
there are a couple people whose tags just make no sense.
I don't understand why Mr. Fantastic is the way that he is. I don't see why he's a controller.
Well,
I do.
Dispel is considered debuffing, so he's a controller, and he has a stun, so he has control effects, and he does Dispel. So
He stuns? I didn't know that. I've never actually...
special ability.
Yeah, but it's never worked. I've never got it to work one time.
Oh.
I'm not putting the T4s in there.
Oh, I put the T4s in there, and it works fantastic.
Oh, yeah, well, Mr. Whale over here.
How much value out of his turn too slow? Amazing. What? Who should I put with Fury and Coulson for what? My alliance wants Rogue over
Ultron,
Silver
Phoenix, and Blackballed.
Surfer. For what?
Those three all cover most bases.
I'll post on our Discord. Okay. So I think I'm done with my campaign. Oh no, I can get more campaign energy. All right. So we'll oh, that's what I was doing. I was gonna farm the only guy left that I still need these for that I can actually farm. So I have everyone at 7-star except Blackballed, who I will. Blob is not farmable. Yo-Yo is not farmable. Symbiote Spider-Man is not farmable. Karnak, Crystal, Elsa, Mr. Sinister, Toad. Coulson is technically farmable in an intentionally slow way. But Ravager, Bruiser is the actual last holdout. Cyclops is not... Sif is technically farmable, but she'll be 7 soon enough. Ghost Rider should get there with his Blitz. Oh, Strife is technically farmable. And Proxima is technically farmable for a limited time. But Ravager, Bruiser, the last holdout. When is the Wakanan event? The Wakanan event? I believe that's the first Saturday of May.
May 1st.
Is it May 1st? Is the first Saturday?
Yep.
Cool.
Pretty sure. Hang on, let me check. That's
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Okay.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
I thought I saw they changed the text to the first Friday of every month.
When?
Yeah,
In the blog post, I believe.
Which blog posts?
the newest one with when they announced the whole change.
If they did, I missed that. Can anyone confirm? The in-game mail said on first Fridays. What about the dev blog? If they changed it to Fridays, I'm fine with that. Just
same.
makes little difference.
I think they're just trying to say the first of the month.
But it's not going to be the first of every month. They just mean this is how they're kicking it off.
Oh, it's not the first of every month?
It's the first Friday of each month. It's not the first of each month.
Well, no. What I mean is, they'll this like payday is now every month hand event, and this event is every single month. Yes,
except for Block Party, which is every other.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. First Friday of the month, Chaos Theory. Second Friday of the month, Relic-Con. Third Friday of the month, Payday. Fourth Friday of odd-numbered months, Block Party.
It was actually really funny because someone earlier was saying that they were like, Guardians are superior to farm early game over Defenders. I was like, how those Guardians treat me in Block Party then? And he just left. he just fucking left. I was dying laughing. I was like, I didn't mean to make him leave. Damn.
I mean, it may be true. Like, the main thing is that Defenders had sustain and Guardians didn't. But now that Mantis is freely available, The question is, are Guardians without Star-Lord as good or better? Now, that's that they help you get Star-Lord, so they inevitably become better than the Defenders. For sure. So they might be.
I mean, Defenders are still my strongest team. I nearly have them at 300,000, and they still hold up. I don't know what people are talking about, saying like they don't hold up anymore, or I mean, maybe not in Arena, but I mean, barely anything holds up in Arena other than hybrids.
They're a bit outdated, but
they still win in Blitz. They still win in I mean, not in U7, but like in other raids in the city portions. They still work.
I gotta pin this. I get asked this every single stream, and I have to pin it. Marvel Super War. Let's find from Khasino. In Marvel Super War.
What goes good with chili con carne?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what goes good with it.
Chili con carne?
I mean, I
don't know what that is.
I mean, I assume it's chili.
Con carne is Spanish for with meat.
I don't
Fritos.
know Spanish.
Fritos.
3 days? Do you reckon that's it?
Like, how do I not know that? I don't know Spanish.
It makes
I mean, you don't need
we
to know
call them
Spanish.
taco
Chili
pie.
con carne is just a common thing.
No, it's not. I don't eat chili at all. I don't like beans.
It's like saying I don't know what kindergarten means because I don't know German.
all right, that's not the same thing. Kindergarten and preschool are used all the time here, and you're assuming that I eat chili. Also, I live in a vegetarian household. We don't have meat.
Questions about Marvel Super Wars.
Note to say, I'm not
Global
actually
launch.
vegetarian. I have to live in this household with a roommate who is vegetarian. So
White bread and butter. I like that idea.
ooh, see now I want toast.
A little, kind of like a sandwich thing. Don't mind that. Wait, see, your country is closer to Mexico, and yet you drop the Mexican bit of the word. Makes
Well,
no sense.
I mean,
Yeah, but we have that wall now. You know.
oh god. Well, also, I'm in the furthest part north, like aside from Maine, from Mexico, so.
Vermont.
Massachusetts. Vermont's not a state. It's just small Canada that we don't want to admit.
Okay. And I can clear these now. But that.
Oh, by the way, Khasino.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
question.
Alaska. Good job.
What's
As,
the point in a roster review? Help with team building, general direction, farming advice, and just having a second pair of eyes. You'd be surprised how often even people who think they know what they're doing are like, oh, I never thought about pairing those characters together. And now they have a more solid team. I'll give you a perfect example. A suggestion I often make is, and this is just one example, not that everyone has committed this cardinal sin on a roster, but you see a lot of people who are like, which team should I use with my X-Men for Blitz? Do I want Storm on or do I want Psylocke on? Because I'm definitely using Cyclops. And then I look, and their Cyclops is worth fewer points than their Storm and their Psylocke. And I go, why do you want less points? Are you losing when you use your full X-Men with Storm and Psylocke? And they go, no. So why less points? Stuff like that, where people just don't think about it. Biggest mistake for a newish player to maybe avoid: listening to Busy. Nothing in particular comes to mind. I mean, there are a lot of pratfalls to fall into, but
Farming Ravager Stitch, yeah.
Yeah,
Honest-
or the power core spending.
Over investing in a lot of teams. You should keep it concise and focused to a certain team. If you grind all over the place, you'll run out of resources way too fast.
I disagree. I like a wide roster.
No, absolutely go wide roster, but not when you start. Like if you're very new, you shouldn't be like trying to farm like 5 teams at once if you haven't completed the campaigns.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
Yeah, I always say stick to 3 teams. Go, defenders, guardians, and Kree or shield. And just focus on them. Once you have them up, and you can walk through a couple things. Focus on the next thing. But absolutely go wide. It's just don't go wide at the start. You'll run out of resources way too fast. That's what I did. That's why I'm still behind. I was trying to farm everyone and get everyone to 7 right when I started. It was a very bad idea.
I went wide from the start. I'm doing all right now.
So
Thank
my
you.
dog's barking at me.
So, okay.
I also think it's just way more fun to play the game when you have a wide roster.
Hmm.
You can use, you can use all your teams in Blitz. Not just people. When I was still in my first year of the game, everyone was complaining my Blitz rotation is literally just using my defenders 3 times. I was like, well, I bet you wish you had some more teams now, didn't you?
That's the thing I need right now. I need more 2 U7 teams. I'm dying out here.
Okay. Alright. What is this? Why did you spam the chat with pictures of your Iron Fist? I don't... You said check my Iron Fist, but why? Why did you post your Iron Fist for everyone?
Why have you done that?
There's just a bunch of pictures of his Iron Fist. I don't know why. But, okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, okay. Is that Rhaegar?
Yeah, that's my dog. I'm sorry.
Agreed, Brian.
Why do you want my attention? What do you need?
Beta Raid Orb fragments are not updating on Beta Raid Blaster Orb. Beta Raid Global. Are you facing the same issue? That's not an issue, that's intended. The new Beta Raid Orbs are the global ones, right?
Yep.
So, the Blaster ones are the old ones. They just brought it back for people who didn't open them. Open them now before they're gone. Oh, that went pretty well. That went well also. Now I just need this guy to not clone Phoenix, and I think we're good. Ooh. Oh, and also please don't clone Dark Phoenix. Ow. Why? Why? No! Not like this. You could have picked anyone! This is why Sinister is OP!
So 1 and 3, right?
All that complaining and you still won.
Yes, but it scared me. I did break down which of the offers are good or not. The Legacy one is awesome. The gold orbs are pretty good. The purple gear calendar is awesome.
$2 random orb is pretty amazing as well.
Oh, the $2 one's not bad. Pretty amazing is a little excessive, but the 1 in 4 chance to get a mega orb is decent. I got a premium orb. I would not pay $2 for a premium orb voluntarily, but...
I got really lucky with mine.
Charles, I'm not sure that's a bad habit. I think that's kind of what you're meant to do. Just rank up characters, that's how you progress your roster.
You have people in the chat, they're like, that's a gamble I'm willing to take. Alright then. What did you pull from my premium orb? Something I didn't need. Yeah, I'm not 10 at a time. I'm not gonna get that up to 500. It's fine. Alright. Oh well, I think I'll finish up a couple raid nodes, then we'll do DD3. And then it'll be a wrap. Oh, his mega? He pulled, I'll let him say it.
I pulled Hella,
Okay.
which is now going to give me Blackballed.
How many?
50.
Worth.
Nice. That's how many I
yeah.
need.
Yeah, my Hella's now 64 out of 130, and I just 3-starred her node today as well after wasting a lot of energy.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was actually really funny because a lot of people that were telling me that I overinvested in my defenders when the city, when the hero node first came out, everyone's like, "Oh man, my defenders can't do this, and I don't have anyone else." I'm like, "Yeah, how's that not investing in defenders working out for you?"
With very few exceptions, investing heavily in any team is going to be good somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I knew it would happen eventually. Like I knew I was going to get proven right eventually. And plus, again, they carried me through everything. I was running through U6 when that was still the thing, better than people with Fury Shield teams.
I did
with
get
my defenders.
I did get a Mega Orb draft, and I got well, it was just an orb draft, but yes, and I got a premium orb.
Jakku's story reminds
Got the
me
Mega
of...
Orb, but it was 50 Mantis. Do you have Mantis at 7-star? Because if not, still good. Still worth $2. Even the Ravagers, I said with few exceptions. I didn't say with no exceptions.
Jakku's story reminds me of when I first finished the Vision node. Like after weeks of trying. I then, on the same day, got a Mega Orb and got 100 Vision shots.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's still good because it means I don't have to farm that node.
Yeah, but it's just one of those. I've
Yeah.
a lot of people like have that they struggle for like so long to get a thing, and then they immediately get it out of a Mega Orb.
I even I posted on Khasino's brag channel. I was like, "Yeah, I just finished this node finally after like weeks," and I even like said how many power cores I'd wasted refreshing it every day.
Oh,
and then like 10 minutes later, I posted, "Oh, and also look what I just got in a Mega Orb."
Yo, what's Khasino? He's a streamer.
there you go.
What up, Dirk? Is it actually Easter? When is Easter?
Sunday, right?
Tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Today for me.
Yeah, my whole Easter plans got canceled because of the COVID thing.
Shout out to Pants of Hulk Multiverse who kicked our ass today. You didn't use your gold wizard powers to help your team, man. I don't know if Khasino is, but he sounds like an asshole. I think that's accurate. Certainly depends on the day.
So someone actually compared me to you today, which I was very proud of.
I compare thee to a summer's day.
I consider you the Khasino light, Just.
Oh, thank you. That'd be nice.
I think it's more like Summer's Eve.
Well, because someone said like, if I use this team, will it work against will it work against this team? I'm like, well, it depends. He goes, that's the same answer fucking Khasino gave me. I'm like, well, because you're giving me a lot of factors to work with, pal. How about you just tell me the entire scenario, and then we'll go from there.
Just lie to him. Yes, it will.
No, I don't want to lie to him. I don't do that guy.
Well, that's clearly what he wants. He didn't want a nuanced answer.
Yeah. But I'm also a terrible liar.
It amazes me how many people want this game to be like so black and white, where there's like no room for skill or anything. They just want like.
I said I compare thee to a summer's day, not summer's eve.
No, it's someone else. It's someone
Oh, okay.
I did. I made the joke.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, that was me.
I don't come here for
I was making a
Shakespeare.
joke.
Well, if you're not here for Shakespeare, what are you here for? I mean, come on. This is a Shakespeare stream, first and foremost.
I mean, if it's a Shakespeare stream, how come you don't say the C word?
Who's the
To
guy
whale
in voice
or not
chat
to whale?
that sounds like Cheech? That's Cheech. That's him.
Who is Cheech?
Cheech and Chong.
Is he a British
Cheech
guy?
Marin?
Because if
No,
it's
it's too.
Is he a British guy?
With that name, is he a British guy?
Wait. You know chili con carne, but you don't know Cheech?
I know, right? I was about to say something. You give me shit.
You don't know Cheech and Chong, but you know chili con carne.
Why would I not know chili?
That's
I mean, it's a
awesome.
very popular
That's
food.
awesome.
It's very popular food. How popular is it in England?
England loves their spicy shit.
No way,
Curries
it's
and
real. Yeah,
chilies and
Jason
stuff.
is just. I'm watching Jason first find the 100 legacy orbs hard to believe, and it's now dawning on him like it's real. It's real. You're gonna get like 1 point something million gold, bunch of purple gear, some shards.
Stand-up comedians from the 70s and 80s. No wonder I haven't fucking heard of them.
It's from the Cheech and Chong movies, bro.
It's a series of movies that involve two stoners getting high.
I haven't even seen the movies, but I've heard of them. Okay.
I've seen them. They're
Well, we're not surprised. I'm just kidding.
and that's they live some reason. You know what's funny? Actually, everyone keeps telling me that I need to like smoke weed. I'm like, dude, I'm an asthmatic. I can't smoke. What do you want me to die? I mean, probably yes. It's the internet, but you know.
An internet.
Josh,
I've got a friend who's
I got you
asthmatic
covered.
and he smokes.
Well, he's
Not bad,
not the
is
same type of he's not as bad as I am. I can't even be around like birthday
He's not
candles,
very.
dude.
It's not very much, but
I still need my inhaler and my nebulizer, which sucks because I feel like such a burden because I have to like leave events to go sit down and inhale a bunch of medicine for like 30 and 40 minutes at a time.
I would save so much money if I was asthmatic.
People say that all the time. They're like, "Man, I wish I had."
Wait,
your
what are
problem."
you
It's like, yeah,
smoking?
I smoke cigarettes.
Oh, shame on you.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stop paying for cancer.
I dabble in some natural herbs as well. But
See that I understand.
Fellow member of the Iron Lung Club.
But stop paying for cancer and use half the money you save to donate to your favorite content creator. Everyone wins.
See that's
And then
the next thing.
use the other half to advance your
I've
roster.
made several donations to you.
That's the other thing. Everyone always says like, "Go for."
I
edibles," and
actually
it's like, dude,
care more
that's-
about you not giving yourself cancer. And
Yeah.
paying through the nose for it, too.
Actually, how expensive are cigarettes where you are?
The packs I get is 20 for £12.
Oh,
20
you actually
cigarettes for the equivalent of like 16 US dollars.
20 cigarettes for £12.
Right, the
20 for
equivalent of the equivalent of like 16 USD.
I mean, they'll be that here soon. They're 12 something here.
Wow.
Cigarettes are $12 here in Boston.
Oh no, they're only like $7.50, $8 in Michigan.
I get expensive ones though, Marlboro Gold.
Those are like
Oh, well.
still $12 here.
That's such an expensive habit. And then you hear people like
I know.
smoking a pack a day. Is that a standard size pack? $16 a day tax? That's brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
pack
my
a day
brother.
is quite common. I'm more like half a pack a day.
Still, it's an $8 a day tax, man.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Khasino, I now have the perfect response to people who make fun of people for trying to spend on mobile games. When they come in and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're spending $20 on mobile games. Like, I can't believe that." I always look at them and go, "Yeah, how's that season pass for Call of Duty that you don't play anymore treating you?"
That's if that fits, that works. Slip.
Those are always the type of people that are like, "I can't believe you've spent on a mobile game." It's like, really? Like, dude, it's my money. I'll spend it on what I want.
You don't spend on your hobbies?
It baffles me, to be honest. I spend £50 on an Xbox game, and I feel like that's too expensive.
Oh god. Mellow. Never mind. Chat's trying me today. Alright, we'll be okay.
No, I understand. A lot of people say that, but my asthma is different to a lot of other people's. My doctor.
I would save a lot of money if I kicked MSF for a smoking habit.
That's true.
Yeah, but the way you spend in this game, you'd have to buy like cigars, like expensive ones. Oh. Battlefield 4 spent 107. How do you spend that much money on a multiplayer game? See, that's what truly baffles me is people that spend. I don't say they shouldn't, but people that spend like money on the hats in Team Fortress 2 and stuff, like those costumes, they spend like $400 or $500 a month. I'm like, how? Coming from the guy who wants skins in MSF. So, no.
Oh.
And it got real quiet.
Khasino, did you request your hat and T-shirt from Super War yet?
No, but I'm going to.
Oh, they actually are going to send you one?
No, I don't know. He said, did you request it? I'm going to ask for one.
I can't wait to play that. Do they have an official release date or no? Just to be...
It's so stupid. The U.S. was literally founded on, created by tobacco, to be frank. We had a lot of crops, but tobacco was one of them. But the oppressive tax on it, I think the tax is for a couple reasons. But I think the main purpose of the tax is to try to keep people from buying it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're trying to make it so expensive that people don't
putting
do
a
it.
high tax on a highly addictive substance is also a good way to make a lot of money.
Yeah, it is good for making a lot of money. It's a dummy tax,
I mean,
something like that.
That's what they're basically like. The governor of Boston admits that with absolutely zero shame, like that he's going to keep hiking up cigarettes over and over and over again until it's like $50 to $100 a pack.
It's good, you should. Here in the UK, they're talking about getting rid of menthols because they reckon
We are.
like a lot of people will quit smoking if they can't have menthols.
We got rid of all flavored cigarettes, flavored Juul pods. We're getting rid of all menthol cigarettes come May, in the state of Massachusetts.
I'm the only one in my friendship group that doesn't do menthols, and they all converted one by one as well. It started off with just one guy that switched to menthols.
No worries, Lance.
Gradually converted everyone else apart from me.
Do you think that hand sanitizer is the new currency? Nope.
Toilet paper is.
There's a guy on Twitch actually. Anyone who subs to him for a tier 3 thing, he mails people toilet paper. He mails them a roll.
No, e-cigarettes suck. They just make me want a cigarette more.
I've actually
they literally
heard that.
do. It's like
I've heard that.
It's like
people.
this is kind of similar to what I want, but it's
Not enough.
It's like a gateway. It's like
What
now
is?
I've kind of got the taste for doing
E-cigarettes.
it properly.
I don't know. I'm so turned off by the idea of e-cigarettes.
You can tax cigarettes heavy because smokers lack the lung capacity to protest effectively.
That's what I was laughing at. Called a syntax, yet they don't put it on booze.
Good one, Mr. H.
Oh,
That's because a bunch of rowdy drunks will properly riot.
I mean, you see what happened. What happened last time we tried to do anything with booze in the U.S.?
Yeah, people rioted.
There was also massacres, a bunch of other stuff that happened.
Certain people need to be drunk, otherwise they're.
But they also invented NASCAR because of it. So
It sounded more like a case against it to me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Right?
That's why I said lose.
In like 2 weeks.
I'm so fascinated by the fact that no one ever told me, I had to learn this part for myself, that NASCAR actually says car twice in the name. National Association of Stock Car Automobile Racing.
National
Stock
Association
car
of
automobile.
Stock car.
Stock car, and then it says automobile. It says a type of car, and then it says automobile.
Yeah,
a car and an automobile are the same fucking thing. And
Yeah,
it says twice.
but NASCAR doesn't sound quite as good. So
very true.
It actually sounds like the next pandemic.
NASCAR 19, yeah.
I can't believe people watch that.
People are allowed to enjoy whatever they want. It's not my cup of tea, but I don't. Whatever makes people happy. If it's a community event, people just want to go out and get drunk, and I mean, like being a NASCAR driver, it's not easy. Those guys have to have crazy reflexes.
I've never thought that. I'd only watch like the first 10 minutes and like the last 10 minutes. You know.
Yep,
it's an endurance challenge.
I mean,
it really is.
I would find it quite boring, but I have no objection to other people enjoying it.
Yeah, I just can't believe it though. Like I don't know how they don't get bored.
Here's an unpopular one, and I don't talk about it very much just because it makes a bunch of people be like, "Oh, I thought you were cool." But the one that I know a ton of people enjoy that I've never even been able to get remotely enthusiastic about are like WWE, WWF, all that wrestling. I know so many people love it. Completely lost on me. But
I agree with you.
I really enjoy kung fu movies and stuff like that, which are arguably equally silly. So
I mean, do you like MMA though?
Yeah, that's modern day gladiators. I feel like everyone should enjoy that. The only people who I think have like a valid case for not really enjoying MMA are like, you know, people who were abused or whatever, people who've seen combat who are just like having a legitimate aversion to violence. I get. But if violence doesn't really make you distraught, then how do you not enjoy watching peak athletes trained to be killing machines? It's fascinating.
By the way, is that fight still going on?
Which fight?
No. They canceled it?
So what happened was Dana White actually literally rented a private island that was governed by Native Americans. It was on a reserve where they could skirt all of the rules and actually host it. And then because it was like off the coast of California, the state of California and Disney, who owns the parent company that owns the UFC, both stepped in and were like, can you not do this and give our brand a bad rap, give our state a bad rap, etc. And they from the highest level they shut it down. It's not happening. So do you think traditional martial arts schools are BS? To some degree, like they're not total BS. Like I went to arguably the most traditional martial arts school. I went to a place that pushes kids along and gives them belts to appease the parents, which I've heard people call Mick Dojos, which is a funny name for them. I learned a martial art that is definitely incomplete, which is Taekwondo, which is mostly kicking. So it does not prepare you for all fights in all circumstances, not even close. It's in terms of traditional martial arts, it's one of the least effective from a comprehensive standpoint. But at the end of the day, I still got a lot more exercise than most of the people I know. I gained flexibility, I gained confidence, I gained the ability to perform things that I can still do to this day, like kick someone my height in the head, which most people cannot do. I did a lot of sparring, so I got comfortable being in a physical confrontation with someone. So it's not like compared to mixed martial arts, it's not the same, but it's not like it wasn't a waste of my time to do. I'm very glad I did it.
Khasino, you're a Taekwondo aficionado. Got a name drop for you. I actually grew up with the Lopez family. Gene Lopez specifically. Nice. He was the U.S. coach for years. And his brother Steven is the one that won the Olympics twice, I think, in a row. And then the family actually set a record also. All the sister and Steven and the younger brother Mark all medaled in the same Olympics.
Yeah, that's awesome.
See, I'm slightly offensive when it comes to like martial arts because I didn't learn any martial art taught by a white guy. I'm sorry.
I will tell you this.
You just don't know what you're talking about.
I will tell you this, and this was one of the most fascinating things that I learned like growing up and going to school, is everyone likes to think that martial arts training is a joke and a waste of a time. And is it like it's not as black and white as like, oh, this guy took some karate lessons, he's definitely able to beat so and so up. Like it's not. There are things like weight classes in competitive mixed martial arts for a reason. You know, some places will give you a belt that you don't deserve or test you in odd ways. Like if you know Taekwondo and someone just takes a kick to the face, and which not plenty of people think they can do and they can't. But if that happens and then you get tackled to the ground, almost everything you've learned about kicking is pretty much out the window at that point. So it's not as simple as like someone with martial arts training always wins in a fight. But the people who typically hear that someone did martial arts training like, fuck that guy up, are people who mostly sit on their couch and watch movies. And when you're comparing the person who's like, I actively study and practice combat for several hours a day, and the person they're saying it to is like, I do none of that, but I bet I'd win. Nah.
Yeah, my father's like that. He looked at like martial arts fighters, like MMA fighters. He goes, take away the mixed martial arts, I'd kick their ass. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, no, my father said that before. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
That's a head scratcher.
He just thinks he can beat anyone in a fight. He's a dumbass.
So if you ever want to really be entertained, what you got to do is you can just go on YouTube and look at trained fighter versus untrained fighter. Always super fantastic. Oh yeah, people who can't fight do not know that they can't fight. They see fighting on TV and stuff, and like, I could fight. Okay.
I used to have friends that were like, oh, I could take anyone in a fight. I could beat anyone in a fight. It's like, what? No, you physically can't. He's like, oh, I could take Chuck Liddell. I'm like, you're 5'1", you're $150. So
10 of me couldn't take Chuck Liddell.
No. It was funny because he started a dumb conversation, which was, do you think you could fight 12-year-olds?
One of my this to a lesser extent, and again, like you can find videos all the time of untrained fighters go into mixed martial arts gyms to prove, like someone will be posting videos of their training camp or whatever online, and someone will be talking shit online, and the person will be like, if you think you can beat me up, why don't you come on in here and prove it? And they all, the people in the gym are happy to like set it up and record it. And they embarrass the fuck out of themselves pretty much every single time. It's a lot of fun. But did you ever see the show Bully Beatdown?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Bully Beatdown is fantastic. If you haven't seen Bully Beatdown, it's an old show from MTV. And what would happen is people who are getting physically bullied by a guy, and it's kind of a weird show. Like the premise is satisfying, but it's ethically it's a bit of a weird show. But the idea is they would approach the bully and be like, hey, these guys are mad at you for picking on them. They think that you are just full of shit and you wouldn't pick on someone your own size. We will pay you up to, whatever it is. I think it's like $5,000 or something. But you earn money for every but it's like, you have to go one match, just jiu-jitsu and try not to tap, and for every 10 seconds you make it, you earn, whatever is like $50, whatever the math came out to. Then, one standing on the feet, one freestyle, whatever. And they basically were just like, here's a guy who actually knows how to fight. The longer you survive against this guy, the more money you'll win. And without fail, almost every one of those guys are like choked out within like 11 seconds, immediately knocked off their feet inside of like 15 seconds. And these guys, they're so sure. They're like, nah, I know. Fuck that guy's training. I'm gonna show him what's. Oh fuck! Like immediately.
I remember only one guy like actually could bang with the fighter.
Yeah, there was
like after he got hit so much, he started throwing up in the ring. He was like dying on his feet, but he could actually like scrap with him for a little bit.
Well, they had one guy because there's always like to just break expectations. They did have one episode where the bully just straight up whooped the fighter's ass, but it was a combination of, firstly, the fighter was like out of shape, slow. It was like, where did you find this guy? And then the bully clearly had a lot of training. And it's like, well, if the bully is also a trained fighter, yeah, he could probably fight. It's rare to find an actual trained fighter who's a dickhead. Not impossible. They exist for sure. But it's rare because almost every trained fighter has gotten their ass kicked by several people, because that's part of learning how to fight, is learning how to fight from people who fight better than you. And when you get your ass kicked enough, you go, maybe I shouldn't push around everyone I meet. So there might be someone out here who will whoop my ass.
So that actually makes...
Look at, he's passed now, but Kimbo Slice, the bare knuckle fighting he did, he used to kick just about everybody's ass. Then a couple of matches in MMA, and one guy popped him in the face and stunned him.
Oh yeah.
And that was it. The guy was on top of him, and Kimbo Slice was done. So again, the guy had been training for a lot longer in that actual type of fighting. And forget about it. It doesn't take.
I love watching. I used to bounce, and a UFC guy used to hang there. After he lost a fight, somebody got in his face and said, "Try not to get your ass kicked next fight." One punch later. Yeah, probably not the best. I mean, I don't think you should punch people in the face for things they say. So shame on the fighter for punching that guy. But in terms of how much you could be asking for it, walking up to someone just to say something rude, it's a decently punchable offense. Again, we don't support assault. You're on twitch.tv/Khasino. But if people are going to get assaulted, preferably the people who are doing everything they can to ask for it.
Well, this would be YouTube/Khasino.
I have not watched Cobra Kai. Think advanced martial arts training is just a physical discipline? No, absolutely not.
So
no, but again, here's like the best way I can explain it. Almost all skills are developed over just doing them over and over. So like, look at like skateboarding. You don't need crazy muscles or crazy agility to do, and like at the super top levels of skateboarding. Yeah, you have to be able to do certain acrobatic stuff, but like the general base level of tricks to do on a skateboard, you don't have to be in peak physical shape. It's more of just you do it over and over until your body gets comfortable with the movements and gets used to certain things. And one of the biggest benefits of any
off-colored rape jokes.
Yes, one of the biggest things that you'll get from any martial art that has actual sparring is you'll just get used to being in a confrontation with another human being across from you and not just going into like full adrenaline panic wild flinging haymakers mode. So
is there a martial art you'd like to learn?
Mixed martial arts, but if I had to pick one, it would definitely be jiu-jitsu because it's the most effective single one, and if like I could maybe coast off taekwondo in stand-up, and so this would really shore up the other major area. But a trained fighter that's also a dickhead, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is an actual bull in a human body.
He's a monster truck that walks like a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I like to describe it.
I am not 100% sober, but I don't drink that often for several reasons. One, I can't afford to. Drinks are expensive, and I just can't. Another reason though is because drinking a little bit has always seemed kind of pointless to me. If I'm gonna drink, I drink to get drunk, and if I drink to get drunk, there has to be like nothing going on. But I don't mind it. I do it from time to time, but I don't like being disconnected from reality because I always have that worry that like I'll be wasted, and that's when like an accidental house fire will start, and then I'll be ill-equipped to handle it or whatever it is. But.
That's like my wife. She does that same thing. If she drinks to get drunk, and her drink of choice when she wants to get absolutely wasted is tequila, and I cannot be around her because I cannot stand tequila.
Oh, I love tequila, but all my hobbies require my brain at like I don't want to play Marvel Strike Force drunk. I don't want to play Marvel Super War drunk. A lot of the things that I do for fun, I don't enjoy doing as much drunk because I just do worse, and then I'm mad and I'm frustrated, and bad time.
By the way, if I get to meet you at TwitchCon this year, I'll buy you a drink.
Cool. Brock Lesnar wasn't a terrible MMA fighter. He was not.
I mean, you can't be world heavyweight champion while being a terrible fighter.
Well, what people forget is he had a legitimate wrestling background. Like his stand-up was just all right because he was literally a wildebeest. But his
was
wrestling
NCAA Division 1 champion.
Oh yeah,
for wrestling.
Yeah, he was D1 champ. Yep, and also almost an NFL player.
Well, he was an NFL player. He just didn't play a game.
Yeah. Oh, right. So he made the team but didn't play. Gotcha.
Well, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't consider you a professional football player if you got into a thing and then just didn't actually succeed, like ever play. I'm sorry, you're not a player.
Well, he was paid to be on a professional football team.
Pause. Which mixed martial arts fighter would you fight on their prime, like GSP? Why would I fight them. I want to fight the worst one. The one in their prime who was like a second away from like tearing a ligament in their leg. Do you mean fight like? Ken Shamrock? Fucking no, thank you.
Here's the thing. I would be out in several seconds. The fight would be over very quickly. It wouldn't be this playing around with your food type of thing like other fighters would be.
Oh,
I'd be out cold in seconds.
If you're
that would be great.
If you're looking at it like that, then yeah, like maybe like Damian Maya, and then just as soon as he climbs on my back, be like, tap, tap, tap! I'm done.
Exactly. That's how I'd play it.
Well, there's a great classic fight, Shamrock and I think it's Hoist Gracie? One of the Gracies. Hoist, I think. But man, now that was the MMA I like. The stuff nowadays, man, some of these guys, it's just so hyped up and everything, you know. Back then it was still, there was a limited number of fighters and everything, you know.
See, that's something I was really upset about. I forget what MMA event it was, but my brother ordered it on pay-per-view. And it was over in 38 seconds. The guy like ran up and just kneed him right in the face, and then it was all over.
You're probably talking about Masvidal versus Askren, and it was over in much less time than that. Was this a recent MMA event?
It was like a couple years ago, like 4 years ago.
That's longer ago. There was one that happened to recently. There was a ton of hype behind it, and then the guy ran across the cage for a takedown, and the other guy was expecting it and met him with a flying knee, and just that was the fight.
Oh no!
Good night.
No. This one, the guy came out the gate, ran up, and just slammed the dude right in the chin with a knee. He was the instigator and like ran up and hit him, and it was all up. And my brother was like, "I paid $80 for that." I could hear him screaming.
That's the main problem I have with MMA. It's just you can build up a fight for so long, and then it's just like over in.
How much to see you on a mat? I don't fully understand what you mean by that.
Oh, dude, Khasino, that's what we should do. Me and you should have an MMA fight at TwitchCon.
If I actually could, if I could afford, let's assume if you take your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practice seriously, that it's 2 hours a day plus an extra hour between travel time and showering and whatnot, so 3 hours. If I could afford to not make content for those 3 hours a day, and I could afford the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu lessons, I would enroll immediately. I'd love to. Who's Matt? Hardy Har. Did Carol feed his husband to the tigers? His husband? Oh shit.
That's a new twist. Maybe that's what's in the new episode.
Hey, I have a question. When I mute myself in Discord, does it play a noise for you guys too?
Khasino versus Valley in MMA fights? Dude, there's weight classes. No. Valley's a Goliath.
Khasino, how much do you weigh?
Yeah, Valley's a big dude.
I haven't checked lately, but like 170, 175, somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, me and you should fight.
Oh, okay.
Me and you should have a match.
Perfect, yeah.
Well, how tall are you?
5'10", 5'11", somewhere in the middle.
Oh, we're the same height. We're like the same height and same weight.
Okay. Alright, we'll fight.
Well, I mean, we're gonna do a dance-off. Why not?
Oh, yeah, let's just do capoeira. I'll meet you in the middle.
See, that was a martial art I used to laugh at all the time. I would be like, "Oh my god, that looks so stupid." I used to like laugh at that, and then I actually like did a sparring match with someone who did capoeira, and I don't think I was on my feet. For, like,
well, that's again training versus no training. Capoeira is
no, I had training, but just not in capoeira.
If you have training, my own. What's your own? I used to hit a bag in my garage. Is not training.
I used to take kendo, footwork, and sword work. I learned the actual physical
sword work. Probably not helping you much there either. But
there's a lot of fist work in kendo too. People don't realize it.
Yeah, Valley's 6 foot something.
No, absolutely not.
But anyway, what do you CCs do to stay in shape? And fuck all. Yeah,
I chase my dog.
I chase my dog a little bit.
He's a Dalmatian that frequently gets outside and runs down the block with his leash or his harness.
I used to go to the gym very regularly, and my content was a lot more positive when I was in better shape. And I'm trying to create the window of time. I actually was planning on like going back and doing a really dedicated gym routine. I bought supplies for it and everything, and then COVID happened.
Wait, you mean your content isn't cheery right now?
Not as.
You know you missed the Sif shards in the shop, right?
Yes. Because her Blitz is coming, I'll be fine. I'd solar punch you, hit you in your throat, kick your leg. Do you even know where someone's solar plexus is? Most people think they know.
I do.
But do you actually know? Not like the general vicinity. I mean, do you know the spot? Most people are like, it's around here somewhere.
Have you ever been punched in the jejunum?
I don't know what that is.
I did combat training in the army. I know how to hit someone in the solar plexus.
It's Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson from what's the name of that basketball movie? Semi-Pro.
There is not a lockdown, a shelter in place.
Yeah.
If he hit you close, would it matter? Yeah. Just put on some muscle and you can fight Valley. Alright, I'll get jacked first and then I'll fight Valley.
Valley has to agree with this.
Valley, I want to say Valley, and I could be wrong, but I want to say Valley's in his 40s. So.
Really? He looks good for 40.
Yeah, well, he used to be a personal trainer. Now he
really?
kind of trains himself, so.
I don't know anything about Valley. I've tried talking to him. He's I think a bit busy.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
So that's why I was surprised when I reached out to you that you actually replied, because when I reach out to other content creators and other people, they don't ever send anything back. So that's why I almost never do it, because what's.
Yeah, that's because Khasino hates his fan base, so he always replies to their messages.
Have Brock Lesnar hit you not exactly in the solar plexus? I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar would shatter any part of me that he hit.
I think if he looked at me, I'd collapse into a pile of dust.
Something like that.
I've met him.
The man is a shaved silverback gorilla.
By the way, that reminds me, Khasino, I wanted to ask you a question. If someone in your alliance messaged you while you were in the middle of a stream to tell you that you hadn't done your daily donation, what would be your response to that?
Okay, one sec.
That would be it?
I would do it. I mean, if I still have 23 hours to do it, I'd be like,
yeah, so
don't worry, I'll do it. Don't bother me.
Then I may have
especially if you never forget.
I may have overreacted then.
How many hours did you have left when they said it?
Well, so he said it at 5 o'clock my time. It's now 11 o'clock my time. So I still have 16. I would have 16 more minutes. So I had 7 hours, and I've never forgotten. And he's also the captain. He's a new Jack in our alliance who tries to micromanage everybody.
That is a bit pushy. Did he know you were streaming?
Yeah, it shows up on Discord. It shows up as a little purple icon for streaming.
Yeah, that's a bit pushy from him.
I messaged him and I'm like, I was like, don't ever do this again. And then he messaged one of the captains, say something against me, and the leader of the alliance was like, shut up.
Okay.
I was like, thank you.
Are you a captain?
No, they asked me to be, but I have very poor time management skills, so I don't try to manage other people when I can't manage myself.
So, I mean, who'd make a better assassin, an anesthesiologist or a mortician? Probably a mortician.
Easy body disposal.
I mean, a mortician knows exactly what it takes to take certain body parts off and things like that.
What is that joke of
an anesthesiologist? Well, it depends if they get to do it in a hospital setting while the person is expecting to just go in for a procedure.
Yeah, but a mortician, it's his job to literally know hundreds of ways of how people can die.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying mortician. But an anesthesiologist knows one super effective method, but it's I think that's a shitty actual method of assassination because people would figure out the cause of death is obviously too much anesthesia. And then we just had some go missing from our hospital supply. Wonder what happened.
I mean, if you you want to kill someone, just give them a high amount of potassium.
You think isoates will be released soon? Sure. No idea what's soon.
Well, a mortician is like funeral home
Maybe.
director. It's a coroner determines cause of death. I would say between a coroner and an anesthesiologist, I'd go with the coroner with a.
Oh,
I don't actually know what a
and an
mortician does.
anesthesiologist.
yeah, I thought a mortician.
Yeah,
was a coroner.
Body
no, they
preppers?
run funeral homes and they embalm and everything. Yeah.
Oh, in which case probably anesthesia.
But don't morticians have to actually push around like bodies?
I mean,
If a mortician has to deal with physically moving a body around, I'm still going with them.
banana to death. Technically, actually, I actually learned this in high school. I don't remember why the hell I had to learn this, but if you ate 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes, the radiation poisoning would kill you.
That is true.
I know. we had to do that in high school. To which I told that back to my wife on a date, and she goes, "Yes, the radiation would kill you, not the fact that you consumed 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes." I was like, "Oh yeah,
Things will kill you before the radiation.
But is it only if you ingest them? Because if you got locked in a closet with 40,000
no, actually,
bananas,
if you blended them and slathered them over someone's body, peel and all, that actually would cause radiation poisoning.
Really?
It wouldn't kill you in 10 minutes,
so you
but it would
could
actually.
dump someone in a tub of blended banana, and then
As long as it was 40,000 or higher.
and they'll die
And
from
radiation
radiation
poisoning,
poisoning.
Yep.
Where the fuck are they getting these bananas?
I'm not
All
sure.
bananas are
Chernobyl?
radioactive.
Fucking hell.
All bananas are radioactive. They're just
All the ones from
slightly radioactive.
Chernobyl, yeah, don't get them.
No, every banana that exists is radioactive. So, that's what we were doing in high school
I
science.
think outside the body would work though, because it's alpha radiation and that can't pierce the skin. That's the reason why it has to be ingested, because then it can't get out of the skin. It's stuck in the body.
I don't know why, but my science teacher was very adamant about explaining it to us that that would still work. We were all very curious.
Alpha radiation is the most dangerous if you ingest it, because it can't get out of your body, but it's the least dangerous if it's outside your body because it can't get in.
That was actually the thing that actually almost got me suspended, because I got into an argument with someone in my science class, and I was explaining that if you're ever trapped on a desert island and you wanted to eat a person, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you drain them of all their blood, because humans have enough sodium to cause dehydration.
Can I just say that I love how you research which radiation types you can safely ingest in between cigarettes?
I didn't just research that. I'm a scientist.
Oh,
I'm a scientist.
Wait,
loads
you've been
them
a
into
scientist
his
this whole
cigarettes.
time?
He calls them zip.
I'm a computer scientist, but I have a
okay.
good background in normal science.
Fair enough.
Normal science.
I did not know that.
Yes, radiation. That's normal science. Yes, radiation science. But everyone was like, "Why do you know that?" I'm like,
You definitely can't die from bathing in 40,000 blended bananas.
It's not bathing.
And how can you confirm that?
Personal experience.
Oh, what the fuck is in
I
your
would like to know anyone
basement?
who
I feel a
collected
TikTok
40.
coming on.
Yeah. New TikTok
Blended-
challenge. Bathe in 40,000
blended
blended bananas.
40,000.
Yep.
Well, it's funny because you know what actually started this whole thing was my science teacher telling us that there is 1.3 billion calories in a gram of uranium. So if you wanted to bulk up, just have a gram of uranium.
Yeah. I've seen people that have ingested a gram of uranium. They don't bulk up, they have body parts fall off.
Oh my gosh.
40k banana challenge. All right. Go forth and unleash that on the world.
I miss high school sometimes.
How did you make that segue?
That was what was the thing is in high school science we learned it.
I was like, wait, what did you do with uranium in high school? Am I gonna do the hundreds today? It's up to you guys. We won't clear the wave even so. With 100 refreshes, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do it. Probably gonna stop there. Ketamine 1 gram fall off.
Calories per unit of heat. The unit of energy. Yeah. Energy.
I mean, all types of energy are measured with the same units. So
Yeah.
with the fact that heat energy doesn't make a difference on the units.
But the funny thing I love about that is I actually got yelled at in the same class because I said that we were trying to measure light, and someone was like, "What is it light?" I was like, "Lumens," and they're like, "Why do you know that?" I'm like, "Why the hell do you argue with me about it? You asked a question, I answered you." Like I got yelled at all the time because I knew shit in high school. People were always mad that I knew shit. I never understood like why.
What
people
was the initial question?
What? How do you measure the intensity of light? Like, what is the measurement of light? Lumens.
Yeah.
And they were mad that I knew that.
All right. Someone asked what am I going to do today. So actually what I'm going to do today is record a video. I have to record a video that's on my to-do list today. So probably going to wrap up and do that. 2-hour stream. Not bad. Seemed like there are an unusually large amount of mobile games dealing with survival and zombies. Probably.
Yeah, those are becoming more popular.
What is the density of a can? 1 soda. All right. Anyway. Yep. So I'm going to wrap that. Trick question. It was a tuna can, bitch. Anyway. So I'm gonna wrap. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Longer stream tomorrow, most likely, unless I get stuck making a video that I can't do. So here's my current plan of things. Do this ad integration today, the video that it's going in tomorrow, the infographics immediately after that, which could take 3-4 days, and then pick up roster reviews again after that. When you do a Whale Wars video, whenever the offer comes out, whenever a new character launches, they do the $49.99 for 14, which you can buy twice. So I literally have no Red Star orbs right now, so I have to wait until those offers every time.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. You have someone for Corvus?
I have a bunch of interested people for Corvus. I haven't picked one.
Okay.
I'll keep you and everyone else interested posted. I think people want to see me try to do another viewer Whale Wars.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me. I got Jessica Jones. It got stuck in a running animation, like in the middle of my stream today, and like everyone in chat was like, "She's going to Walmart on her track legs." So I was like, "God damn it!"
Yes, I'll do that just for you, Mustaf. I will put an Easter egg in the next video. How about that? Because it's Easter. No, that's fair. It's a fair request. Good call. But,
and that doesn't mean just show an Easter egg on camera.
I thought that's actually what he meant. I was planning on putting a proper Easter egg, but he might have just meant like it's Easter. Put an Easter egg in it.
Like hide the pineapple in the episode of Psych or something.
Right. Exactly that. Yeah. So on that note, I'm gonna wrap and work on this ad integration. If I get it done earlier than expected, maybe I'll do some Super War gameplay tonight. We'll see. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then,
have fun.
Peace.